Ever find yourself emotionally drained after a conversation with a friend or family member who just doesn't know when to stop intruding? You're left replaying the interaction in your head, trying to find out how to respond or what you should have said. Sound familiar? If so, it might be a sign that your boundaries need a little TLC. In this video, I will talk about the different types of boundaries and how to spot when yours needs strengthening. I'm Professor Shania Rathod, a psychiatrist in the United Kingdom. I post educational videos weekly on my YouTube channel, so please don't forget to subscribe and you won't miss the next one. Boundaries are like invisible lines that separate your thoughts, feelings, and physical space from others. They define what's acceptable and what's not acceptable in your relationships, helping you maintain your well-being, self-respect, and peace of mind. Whether it's your personal life, work, or social circle, having clear boundaries is essential for healthy, balanced relationships. They are not just about keeping people out, they're about making sure you have the space and energy to thrive. So why do boundaries matter? Here are some reasons. Firstly, they're important for your mental well-being. Boundaries are like a protective shield for your mental well-being. When you set clear limits or boundaries, you're able to prevent burnout, reduce stress, and take better care of yourself. Think of them as the emotional equivalent of locking your doors at night. They keep the chaos outside so that you can recharge. Without boundaries, you might find yourself feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or even depressed on occasion. Secondly, they boost self-esteem. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. By setting them, you are telling the world and yourself that your needs and well-being matter. This simple act of asserting your limits can have a huge impact on your self-esteem and sense of empowerment. It's like drawing a line in the sand and saying, "This is where I stand and I am worth respecting." Thirdly, boundaries improve relationships. Healthy boundaries are the foundation of positive and lasting relationships. When you're clear about what's okay and what's not okay, it helps prevent misunderstandings, resentment, and emotional burnout. Think of boundaries like the rules of a game. When everyone knows and respects them, it's easier to play together harmoniously. It also helps the other person understand what is acceptable. Number 4, they avoid resentment and burnout. Without boundaries, it's easy to find yourself stretched too thin, saying yes to everything, helping everyone, and forgetting about your own needs. Over time, this can lead to burnout and resentment. By setting boundaries, you ensure that you are taking care of yourself first so you can support others without burnout. So what are the different types of boundaries? Here are some examples. Physical boundaries. They protect your personal space and body. You have the right to decide who gets to be close to you, when and how, whether it is giving a hug or needing space or to rest. If you are someone who feels uneasy when others crowd your space, it's time to establish physical boundaries. As an example, if someone sits too close to you and you start feeling uncomfortable, it is okay to understand that that is your boundary. Then there are sexual boundaries, which are all about consent and comfort. They protect your right to express your desire, set limits on intimacy, and decide who you want to engage with sexually. If you ever felt pressurized into intimacy, sexual boundaries are essential for maintaining a healthy sense of autonomy. Then there is emotional or mental boundaries, which help protect your feelings and thoughts. You have the right to your own emotions and you are not responsible for managing others' feelings. Setting emotional boundaries means not letting others guilt trip or manipulate you and knowing when to say, "Well, I don't feel comfortable discussing this." There are financial boundaries that protect your money, possessions, and resources. Whether it's saying no to lending money or setting limits on how much you are willing to spend on others, financial boundaries help you maintain control over your financial well-being. There are time boundaries. Well, time is one of your most valuable resources. Time boundaries protect you from overcommitting, letting others waste your time, or saying yes to things you'd rather not do. If you often find yourself saying, "I don't have time for myself," it's time to take a closer look at your time boundaries. And finally, there are negotiable and non-negotiable boundaries. We all have these in any relationship. Some are implied and others are discussed. These change over time as well. These are usually the deal breakers, the thing that absolutely must be respected. These often deal with safety concerns like physical violence, emotional abuse, or substance abuse. Non-negotiables are things you simply cannot tolerate, and they serve as the foundation for your sense of safety and well-being. So, what are your negotiable and non-negotiable boundaries? Please type in the comment box. So let me tell you 4 signs that you need to strengthen your boundaries. Number 1, you are a people pleaser. Do you find that after a conversation with someone close, you spend hours thinking about that conversation and feeling anxious? Why did I say that? Or I should have said that? Or why did they respond like that? Do you find that as a result, you're not always honest in relationships? Feeling you don't want to get into discussions or arguments? Feel like a doormat in your relationships or lonely? If you're always saying yes, even when you want to say no, just to keep others happy, you will get exhausted from constantly trying to meet everyone else's expectations. This is the time to set clear boundaries. Secondly, you feel responsible for others' emotions. If you're always taking on the emotional burden of others or feeling guilty for prioritizing yourself, your emotional boundaries are likely to be weak. Thirdly, you can't express your opinion. Do you often hold back your thoughts or opinions or avoid conflict? This could be a sign that you need to assert your mental and emotional boundaries more clearly. And number 4, you share too much personal information. Oversharing, especially with people who you are not close to, is another sign that your boundaries need work. Healthy boundaries help you discern when and what to share. So here are 4 tips that might help you strengthen your boundaries. Number 1, know your needs and limits. The first step is self-awareness. Reflect on situations where you have felt or you feel uncomfortable, overwhelmed, or resentful. These are often signs that your boundaries are being crossed. Understand what you need in order to feel safe, respected, and at peace. Number 2, communicate clearly. Being direct and assertive is key. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs without blaming or accusing others. For example, instead of saying, "You're always asking too much of me," you can say, "I need some time for myself after work to recharge." And remember, saying no politely is a skill worth mastering. Part of this is also managing pushback and understanding cultural nuances. Number 3, be consistent. The more consistent you are with enforcing your boundaries, the more likely others are to respect them. It is easy to slip and let small things slide, but if you are inconsistent, people might not take your boundaries seriously. Stick to them, even if it's uncomfortable at first. And number 4, seek support. Strengthening boundaries can be tough, especially if you are used to putting others' needs first. Don't hesitate to seek support from friends, mentor, or even a therapist who can help you navigate the process. Boundaries aren't about building walls. They're about building a life where you feel empowered, respected, and in control. Whether it's saying no to a last-minute request, taking a mental health day, or simply protecting your personal space, strong boundaries are the key to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. So if you recognize any of these signs in yourself, it might be time to start setting some boundaries because you deserve to protect your peace. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I have, the more YouTube gives me the ability to make more creative videos. Like it, share it, tell it. Tell it to all the people you know. And thank you for watching.